Hallöchen, liebe Freunde, herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Rosewater. Letzte Folge sind wir genau an der Stelle stehen geblieben. Mit den beiden Herren. Das ist zum Rennen. Wir schauen uns jetzt mal hier um.
I wonder how things will go for the Otham now that they have firearms.
Well enough, I hope. Provided they don't point them at us.
Tja.
The flag Stokes was carrying.
Pity it's in such a sorry state.
I shouldn't leave this here.
Okay, wir nehmen sie mit.
It's good to see someone who respects their country.
Den langen Stock können wir nicht brauchen. Was sagst du dazu,
Hey,
Phil?
Phil, let's talk.
What about?
What about? Über ihn selbst.
So how did you wind up here in Vespuccia?
That is a very long story, and I do not wish to relate it now. Perhaps another time?
Fair enough. I have to ask, what went on at the Rosewater Post?
That so-called newspaper editor dared to write that the People's Revolution was over, that we had been crushed by the forces of the Spanish army. Defeated, we will not abandon our cause. I demanded a correction. What did I get instead? A defenestration.
Rough break.
Yes.
Right, carry on.
Die Frauen in dem Spiel sind aber echt heftig drauf. Das sieht halt als schöne Watschen aus. Also,
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
sehr
'Cause
shell-lastig,
you know
die
I've been wondering
Damengemeinde.
about the Otham. What do you suppose will happen to them now that they're armed with guns?
I worry the fort will see it as an excuse to declare an all-out war.
Yes, that is my fear as well. If Stokes attacks and they successfully fend him off, then perhaps he will leave them alone. But it will certainly not happen without bloodshed.
Well, best of luck to them.
Enough jabber, let's push on.
Dann gehen wir. Geht in eine Richtung. Aber geil, dass wir eigentlich immer in Gesellschaft sind.
You're quite certain you know what you're doing?
Just leave everything to me and stand far, far back.
Okay. Oder jetzt sprengt er sich selbst in die Luft. Geil. Wow. Ja, es ist offen. Das lässt hoffen.
Impressive work there, Phil.
Gracias.
And an explosion will certainly liven up your article. Eh, Harley?
Schon echt spannend, dass nur das passiert ist.
Dr. Clark really liked his sarsaparilla. Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
How did you become so proficient with explosives?
The science of it always fascinated me. Even as a child, I read a great deal about mining and demolitions. The lessons were invaluable. So, when my parents sent me to university, I studied civil engineering. Most people do not realize just how much care must be taken when dealing with dynamite.
Hang on, you have a university education?
Of course. Does this
Natürlich,
surprise you?
freilich.
No, I just didn't think a revolutionary would have a degree.
Well, I do. From the Escuela Superior de Ingenieros in Madrid.
Right, carry on.
Okay.
How are you holding up, Jake?
Oh, just fine, just fine.
Und deswegen geht er nicht rein. Ich muss als erstes voranschreien. Okay. Schau mal. Oha. Was haben wir denn hier
Well,
eingesperrt?
slap my behind and call me Betsy.
Not sure what I was expecting to find, but it wasn't this.
It has been completely ransacked.
Still, there's gotta be some indication of where Clark took his
Aber
money.
für wen ist es denn
Let's take a
gebündelt?
look around. But watch yourselves. No telling what any of these doohickeys might be capable of.
Oh, ich höre da Geräusch.
At least Dr. Clark practiced fire safety. Looks like it's connected to the door somehow.
And that wire runs to the console back there.
Won't do us any good if there's nothing power in this place, though.
Aha. Der hat keinen Strom. Okay.
can't really see through the porthole, but it looks dense in there.
Wat is dat voor
I can't
beeld?
see through. The window is too
Het is een
grimy.
venster, hè? Oh, daar is een handopdruk drauf.
Looks like some type of cannon, and it's pointing right at the cage.
Dit is
A
sowieso...
wooden mannequin in a cage? I have so many questions.
You sure you want 'em answered?
Ich weiß gerade, was das für Fragen aufwirft. Es würde viele Fragen aufwerfen, aber mir würde tatsächlich gar keinen einfallen. Spannend, oder?
There's about 2 inches of dust. I can't make heads nor tails of this chicken scratch. Empty. Not really surprising.
Ja, hätte irgendwas da sein können.
What in the ether is this thing?
I wouldn't get too close.
Ja, irgendwo muss man ja was tun, du Vogel.
Some kind of console. Seems to connect to a few things.
Ah, geht's auch noch weiter?
Not much left. Some books and a broken device. Not much left.
Okay.
This Clark fellow was into some strange things, wasn't he?
I'm starting to understand why he chose to do his work out in the middle of nowhere.
Na, das muss er mal einrichten.
This may have held something interesting once, but now it's just lodging for spiders. I get the impression this is what powers everything in here.
We just need to get it running again somehow.
Okay, die Treppe ist
Guess we won't
kaputt.
get to see what's up on the roof.
Just as well. I prefer to keep my feet on the ground.
Ja, da kann ich gut nach vorne machen.
Looks like a toolbox. What's it doing all the way up there? Way too high for me.
Want me to give you a boost?
Nah, I still couldn't reach. I'll think of something else.
Ja, das weiß ich nicht. Das wäre schon möglich, dass es dann geht. Hätten wir die Ding mitgenommen, den Stab von der Fahne, wäre es kein Problem. Könnte man es runterkippen. Aber sie nimmt ja nichts mit, ne?
I can't begin to fathom what these contraptions are for.
Nothing of use to us.
Was weißt denn du das?
Anything interesting in there?
Not really. Probably why they were left behind.
Hm. Aber wir haben da, warte mal, wir haben einen Stuhl.
This
Sehr
must be where
maroden.
Clark parked his rear during his experiments. Maybe this will help. Then again, maybe not.
Ja, das war eine Idee, ne?
This is where all the cables wind up.
Es war ein Versuch wert. Aber hat wirklich schon so ziemlich zerstört ausgeschaut.
I can't remove it with my hands. I'll need a tool to unscrew it.
Ja klar.
Sinister, if you ask me. No good. There's some power getting through, but it needs more.
Door.
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
This place sure is something, isn't it?
I admit, I never gave much credence to all that ethericity business, but seeing all them contraptions and appurtenances, let's just say it's given me a new appreciation for Clark's tenacity.
Any clever ideas to get to that confounded box?
Not too many, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I've got an idea. Why don't you just shoot the box down?
Beg pardon?
Let's put that gunslinging know-how of yours to work.
I may be a showman, but I ain't a performing monkey. Besides, I never perform sharpshooting tricks without a crowd.
Aha.
Might I borrow that arrowhead for a spell?
By all means. Maybe it'll bring you some luck, too.
Enough jabber.
Kann ich vielleicht, warte mal.
I get the impression.
We just need to get it.
Mit der Pfeilspitze. Vielleicht die Schrauben öffnen.
Let's see if this works.
Ja.
That did it. This wire needs patching up. That won't help. No wonder the power's not getting through. This wire's all corroded.
Und was soll ich jetzt machen?
Looks a bit worse for wear. Just have to get it working. Looks like something chewed through it.
Okay, das heißt, wir brauchen den Kasten trotzdem.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
Clark's lab is really quite something, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, something unnatural. Something perverse. What possessed him to undertake this research is beyond me.
Can you think of any way to get that box down?
I'm afraid reaching high things has never been my forte.
Any idea how to start up the generator?
Cloth can sometimes be used to wrap damaged wires for a temporary repair. As for the dirty one, a solvent like acid or alcohol is good for removing corrosion.
Right. Carry on.
Alkohol.
I hope this isn't considered treason. No need to do that again.
Okay, wir haben uns da jetzt dann sozusagen ein Stückchen Stoff abgeschnitten. Achso, ich wollte ihm das eigentlich wiedergeben. Kann ich ihm das zurückgeben?
Here, want this back?
I do indeed. Much obliged.
That muck's too solidified to wipe off. That should do it.
Okay.
No good. There's some power getting through, but it needs more.
Was hat er gesagt?
Hey,
mit dem
Phil?
Kabel?
What about
Any idea?
a solvent like acid or alcohol? A solvent like acid or alcohol is good for removing corrosion.
Right?
Wo kriege ich Alkohol her?
Not much left.
Da wird man nichts
Dr.
finden. Ne?
Clark. The good doctor was pretty self-sufficient out here.
Wo können wir hier noch hingehen? Irgendwo Besonderes? Ah. Aha. Miracle cures for all on
Dios mío.
ailments.
What is this abomination?
Howdy, folks. Interested in learning about Coltit's miracle elixir?
Of course we are, little lady.
Then step on over here.
Ja.
My guess is the primary ailment these folks cure is swollen purses. Professor Xander Coltit III. Good medicine for good people.
Interessant.
I'm sure there's a lesson here about the laws of supply and demand. Special offer. Limited time only. 1 bottle for 5 crowns.
Boy, oh boy, I sure wish I was you.
Beg pardon?
Why, today's your lucky day.
Is that right?
Yes, sirree. You're just in time to experience the travesty of Xander
Dat is
Coltit's
fabelachtig.
miracle elixir.
Ja,
The what
gooi
now?
me.
Oh, dang. I mean, the majesty of Xander Coltit III's miracle elixir. My name is Olivia Coltit, and I'm here to answer all your questions about this evolutionary new medication.
Are you sure you don't mean revolutionary new medication?
That's what I said. So, do you want to hear about it or not?
Fine, I'll bite. Tell me about this miracle elixir.
Glad you asked.
Oké.
From the maker of the widely popular Coltit's emulsified soporific comes Coltit's Miracle Elixir, the finest, most elective tonic in Vespuccia. Guaranteed to treat and cure all illnesses from arthritis to yellow fever. And for a special limited time, we're selling it for the treasonable price of just 5 crowns.
Sounds pretty miraculous, all right. What's in this elixir, anyway?
Oh, I don't know. Daddy's the one who makes it. Oh, but I know he gets his secret ingredient from some lady named Ethel. He always talks about her when he makes a new batch.
I'm not in the market for your elixir right now.
Okay. Come back when you change your mind.
Say, do you know anything about that lab over there?
No, but I did hear a big boom coming from that way. Was that your doing?
No.
Oh, come on. You could tell me. I'm no tattler.
I said no. Now stop asking.
Fine, jeez.
Look, kid, we're not born yesterday, townies. You can spare us the song and dance.
Oh, leave her be. I think she's charming.
Thanks, mister. My daddy says that to get anywhere in this business, charm is financial.
I think you mean essential?
I know what I mean.
You wouldn't happen to be related to a kid in Rosewater named Jem,
Ah
would you?
ja, dat
No,
kan...
ma'am. Far as I know, I'm a lonely child.
Oh, dit wordt echt zo pas.
Why are you parked in the middle of the desert when there's a town full of potential customers not 2 miles from here?
Oh, I'm just minding the wagon while my daddy's doing his business at the fort. But he told me to stand out here and detract anybody who might come by.
And has anyone else come by?
Oh, sure. Tons of folk. Only one who didn't stop was a feller on horseback. Too bad, 'cause the guy he was hauling looked like he could have used some elixir.
I think I've heard enough.
It was a
Schauen wir mal, ob wir da irgendwie das anders...
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Any idea how to...
Afraid not.
Enough jabber. Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
Okay.
Right?
Ja, dann schauen wir aber also wirklich einmal zuerst zum Vor. Ob wir dort ihren Vater antreffen. Schauen wir mal.
Hey, guard!
What is it?
Did Captain Stokes come back here? We lost sight of him after the attack.
He's here. Don't think he's up to receiving anyone, though.
I found the flag Stokes was carrying out on patrol. Thought he might like it back.
It's very noble of you, miss. I'll make sure he gets it.
Carry on, soldier.
Right.
No handles. Must only open from the inside.
Okay, en let's haben wir ihm das Game und er geht dann weg. Okay.
Hey! Guess he doesn't want to talk.
Ja, man, wir können natürlich... Meine Hoffnung war, dass wir halt irgendwie Diebstahl begehen können.
Some of these bottles are starting to collect dust. Some of the... Miss Cole.
Yes, ma'am.
So, about that elixir.
See? Told you you'd change your mind.
5 crowns seems a bit pricey. How about I give you 2 instead?
Sorry, ma'am. Daddy told me not to hackle.
Oh, I'm sure we can agree that rules were made to be broken, young lady. Would you consider 3 crowns? We'll tell everybody we meet to come see you. Then you can charge them a reasonable 6.
Well, okay, deal.
I think I've heard enough for now. We'll just be going.
It was a real pressure.
Okay, ich weiß nicht, ob man das anders lösen hätte können. Keine Ahnung. Ich hätte jetzt keine Idee gehabt, aber okay. Bestimmt wäre es irgendwie anders gegangen, dass man kein Geld ausgeben muss. Wahrscheinlich ist das immer so die letzte Option. Dann schauen wir mal, dass wir den Generator zum Laufen kriegen, weil ich denke mal, das wird mit dem Zeug ja funktionieren.
Whew! That'll put hairs on your chest. Professor Xander Coltit III's miracle elixir. Guaranteed to cure what ails you. I'm sure that's the case if what ails you is sobriety.
Sehr gut, so.
Let's put some of this elixir to good use.
Wunderbar. Und wir haben Strom.
Fantastic.
Looks like Phil managed to get the door open.
I wonder if they found anything inside.
Ja, offenbar schon.
I'd say so, yes.
We are up and running.
Impressive.
This technology is amazing. What did this Clark fellow intend to do with such power?
I'm beginning to wonder about that myself.
Nice job getting the lights back on.
Get everything squared with the Otham?
I think so.
They're adequately supplied. They should be well off for some time.
Well, I suppose we should see about...
Hello? Is someone in here?
Damn. Looks like we've attracted some attention.
I come in peace. Please, make yourself known.
Guess we don't have much choice.
Ist das wieder der Aluhutträger?
Goodness, I wasn't expecting so many of you.
And we weren't expecting
That's
anybody
almost-
at all.
Oh,
And just who might you be?
I am Paul Burkhart, emissary of the Luminarians.
The what now?
We are disciples of Dr. Clark, protectors of his artifacts and legacy.
No kidding. So you must know all about him then.
Quite so.
Ah,
You know, I think we've met one of these disciples already.
You must be referring to Samuel. He is quite protective of this place. If you seek enlightenment, we will be glad to share our wisdom with you. But let us all return to the commune. We must not further defile the sanctity of this place. Come, I am eager to learn about you all.
ja geil, wir kommen wieder nicht weiter. Hier ist es schrecklich.
Welcome to Chrysalis, friends. Feel free to explore, converse with the residents. You'll find we have much to offer. We'll speak again soon.
What an accommodating feller.
This is
Ja,
all
wahnsinnig,
very
gell?
strange.
Ja.
You all might be into this porqueria, but I want no part of it. I am going back to the lab.
Suit yourself. Alright, let's see what we can learn about where Clark's stash might be. But let's not overplay our hand, shall we? If anybody asks, our interest is purely academic.
I'm really not a good liar, Mr. Ackerman.
Shoot, nobody's asking you to lie, sugar. Just withhold certain details. We're interested in learning about Clark. That's all there is to it. Come on, Danny. Let's see where our friend's gone off to.
I know lying doesn't come natural to some. For others, it's like breathing. Don't take this amiss, but if you'd like some pointers, sometimes it's good to be able to keep certain things to yourself you don't want everybody and his uncle to know.
Oh. All right.
Make sure you don't break eye contact. Shifty eyes are a telltale sign of dishonest intent.
You seem to have a lot of experience in
freilich.
these matters.
Da kenne ich mich aus.
Maybe, but I only lie when it's necessary.
You find it necessary to lie?
Sure, at times. To save my skin. You don't?
I haven't needed to.
Lucky you. Hope that keeps working out for you. But if anyone asks what you were up to the day when, say, a wagon got raided outside Rosewater, a little capacity for dissimulation might be handy to have.
Your advice is appreciated. I'll just see what I can find out on my own.
Sehr gut. So, Freunde, Tagebuch aktualisiert, Autosaving und wir werden natürlich auch hier Schluss machen. Ja, und nächste Folge schauen wir uns dann die Farm an. Ja, es wird immer schräger. Geil, oder? Der Traum. Ich sage auf jeden Fall danke fürs Zusehen. Bis zur nächsten Folge. Tschüssi.